From prison cells to platinum records, from drug deals to sold-out arenas. This is the story of how a Nashville street kid named Jason DeFord became Jelly Roll, one of the most unlikely and unstoppable stars in music today. A former felon turned Grammy-nominated country hip-hop sensation, Jelly Roll's journey is a redemption arc so wild, Hollywood wouldn't believe it. This is how he won over America, one raw, honest song at a time. Born on December 4th, 1984, in a Nashville neighborhood, Jason DeFord's childhood was anything but easy. His dad was a meat salesman and a part-time bookie. His mom battled addiction and mental illness. By 9, he was writing lyrics, inspired by his mother's love for George Strait and Garth Brooks. But by 14, his life took a dark turn. Baptized at 14, arrested the same year, Jelly Roll's teenage years were a cycle of crime and incarceration. At 16, he was charged as an adult for aggravated robbery. Facing 20 years, he served just over a year, followed by probation. By 23, he was back in jail for drug dealing, until a guard delivered life-changing news: you had a kid today. That was the wake-up call. He earned his GED in prison, vowing to change.
And I'm sitting in there, and that guard knocks on my door May 22nd, 2008, Joe. D. Ford, it's count time. I say, yo, what's up? He goes, you had a kid today. And he walked away.
Whoa.
Dude, I still get emotional. It was like, I don't know what kind of, it was like a Damascus Road experience in the Bible. Like, I immediately, Joe, was like, I've got to do something to change. I've got to quit this shit.
But freedom didn't mean stardom, just a long road ahead. Jelly Roll's music career began in 2003, selling mixtapes out of his car. His early work was raw, southern hip-hop, collaborating with rappers like Lil White and Haystack. Albums like Strictly Business and No Filter built a cult following, but mainstream success was still years away. He lived in a van, grinding through the underground scene. But in 2020, everything changed with one song, Save Me, a stripped-down, emotional ballad about addiction and despair.
Somebody save me from myself.
Save Me went viral and caught the attention of Nashville's biggest labels. Jelly Roll signed with BMG, setting the stage for his crossover into country. In 2021, Jelly Roll dropped Ballads of the Broken, blending rock, hip-hop, and country. But it was Son of a Sinner that blew up, hitting #1 on country airplay and spending a record 25 weeks atop Billboard's Emerging Artists chart. Suddenly, the ex-con was a country star.
I'm just a long-haired son of a sinner, searching for new.
His Grand Ole Opry debut left him in tears. By 2023, he swept the CMT Awards, won CMA New Artist of the Year, and sold out Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. His album, Whitsit Chapel, spawned another smash, Need a Favor, proving he wasn't a one-hit wonder.
I only talk to God when I need a favor, and I only pray when
Even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was a fan, texting him after every career milestone.
The Rock?
Right?
Can
Come
you
on.
smell what The Rock is cooking? He's
How
playing
about
some
that?
Jelly
Yes,
Roll.
he is, dude. Listen, I could not believe he's been my friend forever, but he not only posted it, he posted the album cover.
Yeah.
The second biggest Instagram on earth.
Yeah.
And he's, little old me, man, or big old me, whatever.
You said you had a friendship for quite some time, but he also listened to your music during some of the darkest days in his life. So how did y'all originally strike up a friendship?
I'm not making this up. The Rock was listening to Jelly Roll music when Spotify numbers said only 30,000 people were listening to Jelly Roll.
What?
He's really been with me from the beginning. I don't share what that story is, but he has a story that the music was there for him at a moment when he needed it. And that was awesome to hear from him. This is 5, 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago even.
Wow.
And we've kept in touch. He was the first person to congratulate me on my Grand Ole Opry debut. First person to congratulate me when I played the Ryman. The first DM I got when I announced Bridgestone. I mean, these pinnacles in my career, he's always the first person in my messages.
This was before he blew up and was like Jelly Roll.
This was about almost 10 years ago with Jelly. I was going through a hard time at that time. He didn't even know it because we didn't know each other. And I happened to, on a playlist, just hit shuffle, radio, and a song came on. And I was going through a hard time then. That was one of my bouts with depression. And I was struggling, and I was really wobbly. And I was trying to balance a lot. We were pregnant with our second baby, and my little one was, I think, 2 at that time. My older daughter she was long distance, and I was trying to film a movie. There was a lot going on. And then a song came on, I heard the song, and the song really moved me. And I looked, and I was like, wow, and I played it again, and I said, who is this? And it was Jelly Roll. Never heard of Jelly Roll before, but I knew that you were gonna ask me about that. And I just wanna, I wanna just read a line that really moved me from his song. The song's called Only, from Jelly Roll, and it says, what moved me is, what if the darkness inside of me has finally taken my soul? What if the angels in heaven were sent to take me home? Would they fight through the demons that I have in my life? Lord, I'm believing, eventually, I see the light. And that really moved me and touched me. And then we got in contact with each other, and I told him what it meant to me. And we didn't know each other, and we become really good friends, and that's my boy, and I love that guy, and I'm very, very proud of him, because you think, I love when good things happen to really good human beings, and he's one of them.
2024 was Jelly Roll's year. He dropped Beautifully Broken, his first #1 album on the Billboard 200, and starred in Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Are you a singer? You're not gonna try singing, are you?
I mean, how hard can it really be?
This guy's a little delusional.
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of days. I'm losing sleep at night.
But his biggest moment? Testifying before Congress on the fentanyl crisis, stating, I was a part of the problem. Now I want to be part of the solution.
So many people. Equally, I think it's important for me to tell y'all that I'm not here to defend the use of illegal drugs. And I also understand the paradox of my history as a drug dealer standing in front of this committee. But equally, I think that's what makes me perfect to talk about this. I was a part of the problem. I am here now standing as a man that wants to be a part of the solution. I brought my community down. I hurt people. I was the uneducated man in the kitchen playing chemist with drugs I knew absolutely nothing about, just like these drug dealers are doing right now when they're mixing every drug on the market with fentanyl, and they're killing the people we love.
Then came Hard Fought Hallelujah with Brandon Lake, a gospel anthem taking over Christian and country charts.
I'll bring my heart filled, it is where
And let's not forget his SNL debut.
Hello, my name's Jason. I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind.
From prison to platinum, from rap to country, Jelly Roll's story isn't just about music. It's about second chances. He's lost 200 pounds, ran a 5K, and even plans to skydive in Sweden. But most importantly, he's using his platform to help others, funding juvenile detention music programs and speaking out on addiction. Jelly Roll's story isn't just a comeback, it's a reckoning. A reminder that our worst chapters don't have to be our last. That a kid from a small town in Tennessee who once sold drugs for survival could one day stand on an SNL stage, testify before Congress, and outsell the biggest names in music because he refused to let his past define him. He's not just winning awards, he's winning over hearts. Not just breaking records, he's breaking cycles. And if there's one thing Jelly Roll's taught us, it's that redemption doesn't come easy. But damn, is it worth fighting for.